Well, good evening, LifeWave community and family. Gregory and Robin here, back at home sweet home from Bora Bora at the Bozeman. And we missed you. We love you. And we're just honored to spend some time with you here this evening, just sharing some highlights and experiences and insights that we've got from this wonderful trip that was sponsored by our generous genius. I just coined a new name for David Schmidt, our generous genius founder and CEO, because it certainly was a trip of a lifetime. Something we'll remember for always, like every LifeWave trip we've ever been on. It's like it just keeps getting better. And this one was just off the charts. I mean, probably the most amazing initial experience was it took us 4 planes and a boat to get there. It was just, and then when we arrived, we were serenaded by local musicians and welcomed, and it was just off the charts. So, Robin, you want to share some of your initial thoughts on our
Oh,
trip
well,
there?
I didn't even know where Bora Bora was to begin with. Then I had to do a little research to find out it's part of French Polynesia. So it's near Tahiti, and they speak French and Tahitian there. So the local language is very difficult. We learned how to say thank you, maruhu. But it wasn't, but the people were wonderful. I mean, when you think about paradise, to me, I was, I'd wake up, open my eyes, and feasted and bathed in beauty, like amazing. And what I say, it was perfect weather, like high 70s, sunny with a few puffy clouds that make the photos really good, a light breeze, and just comfortable. And I didn't notice any bugs in the tropics. That was amazing to me. We got to totally enjoy and right off our deck, get into the water with our snorkel gear. I mean, it was amazing. And to be with the top 30 leaders around the world, we're getting to know each other now, and to develop the relationships because this group isn't going anywhere. And so they want us to get to know each other, and we got to bond with more people from our team. Under Marcy was Peter and Dr. Stacy and April and Ann Sontag, and we just deepened our relationships with them. We actually did a little business, and we did a lot of monkey business, and it's a really, really incredibly romantic place.
Mm. It was a pretty drastic temperature difference from nighttime to daytime. I mean, it went from 78 at night to 80 during the day. It's like a 2 or 3 degree temperature difference from night. And we've all heard of ski in, ski out resorts. This is a snorkel in, snorkel out, because every one of the villas was up on stilts, up above the water, with a ladder that takes you down into the crystal clear blue white sandy water of that part of the South Pacific, and it was just absolutely spectacular. It was, and our room that opened up to the water had dual sliding doors. There was 20, you could open up the whole wall. It was a 20-foot wall, and you could open it all the way, and it was perfect temperature all day round, 24 hours a day. It was pretty spectacular.
Yes, yes, we were thrilled, and it was kind of like pinching each other that we were really there, and treated like royalty. They had several activities for us. They gave us a spa treatment, the most beautiful massage studio I've ever seen in my life, way up high, looking down. The waters there are really shallow. There's lots of reefs, so the color of blue is incredible. And we went out on ATVs, and we went snorkeling with sharks and rays. And this ray fell in love with Gregory. And I think we showed that picture in last newsletter. And she wouldn't
Yeah.
leave him. She wouldn't leave him. She was just, and they were very friendly and they were very soft. It was
Yeah.
wonderful. And
Yeah.
the best jet skiing I've ever done in my life. That was the
Mhm.
most fun. And Gregory's a speed demon, everyone, in case you didn't know. I had my own, thank goodness. I let him
Yeah.
drive the ATV though. But anyway, it was a great trip, and we did have a business meeting. So tonight we wanted to share some of the highlights that we gleaned. David was not able to be with us, but he sent a video message that was really beautiful, and I'm going to give some summary from that. And Meredith and Ryan spoke to all of us and shared some of their insights. So you want to start things off, honey?
Before I do want to share a couple other things that, um, you know, the snorkeling was fabulous. And on the snorkel trip, Meredith was on the boat with us. We were split up into two or three different boats, the group. And Meredith, Meredith and Robin didn't stop talking and laughing for like 6 hours together. These
It
two were
wasn't that
certainly
long.
bonded up at the front of the boat, having a great time. And every they had bikes all over the place, and it was pretty flat. So we biked everywhere we went. And half the times when we were on a bike, we'd see Ryan go running by us because he ran about 5 miles a day. He's an avid, committed athlete. He's so healthy, so mentally clear. He's just we got to know both of them much better because the first night it was a reception, dinner, and gathering. It was very wonderful. The second night we had a private dinner with Meredith and a handful of us. And the third night we had a private dinner with Ryan and a handful of us. So we really got to break bread with them, and it was really, really wonderful. And then, as Robin said, teeing it up for the business meeting, and it was a very casual environment. But Ryan and Meredith kind of kicked it off, and Ryan has been around our industry for a long time, and really we got to a deeper insight into who Ryan Barson is, and he's a very strong, very principle oriented, yeah, and has an in-depth understanding of the psychology, the mentality, the philosophies of our profession of network marketing. So he was a score. He really was. And also he did admit he's very, his wife kind of explained, he's very ADD, so he's doing 100 things at once, So, but he's in charge of every country manager, and in the world answers to Ryan. That's a big job. Plus, he's got hundreds of SPDs that are also answering to him or calling and connecting with him. So, they were very available. The two of them were very available to us. And Ryan, he shared. I'll share just a few things what Ryan shared, and maybe I'll let
Hon-
Robin.
Honey, before you get into that, Ryan is
Uh,
also over events. And I just want
yes.
everyone to know that they have a new event person named Josh, and he's a
Hmm.
major score. He has worked with several of our staff before, and he's put on events for 6, 10,000 several times a year for companies. And we are in good hands, and they have a new recognition person. So they are staffing up with top talent. And that's going to make a huge difference for all of us. So go ahead, honey.
Yeah, I think that's an important thing to know. The company, they've been running as fast as they can to keep up with our growth. And our company won the, several awards, for being on track, consistent growth for the last 4 years. And that's in the newsletter. We'll touch on that in a bit. But, the company is staffing up with really high quality people. We're, as Meredith said, we're kind of the darling of the industry at a time where the industry is struggling because let's face it, families are struggling, people are struggling. Inflation is taking its toll on all of us. And people are looking for a plan B, looking for secondary income, some of us replacement income, and LifeWave is really leading the way. So I just really delighted to have, this quality time with our fellow elite SPDs, the 30 elite SPDs within the company, gathered together from around the world, from Japan and Taiwan and Korea
Korea.
and Europe and Australia. So it was really fun. So, Ryan made a few key points, and we need to invite him to be a guest on one of our calls. And we'll do that very soon. But Ryan says he started up, he says, whatever we lack in skill, talent, and resources, we can make up in time, effort, and consistency. And that's one of the things we love about this profession. It's no respecter of persons. It's a respecter, it respects effort and consistency and integrity, of course. But we've really got it. The stars are lining up for LifeWave. And Ryan went on to say, we rise by lifting others. And that's the beauty of this profession. The only way you get ahead in network marketing is by helping other people grow. And that's like, as Robin, as most of you know, we got invited to do a chapter in a network marketing book, and our chapter was entitled "We Grow People," and that's one of the things that Robin and I connected on early on, over 20 years ago, before we got married 19 years ago, because we both have a love for lifting up people, for helping to grow people and creating like a greenhouse. And LifeWave is probably one of the best greenhouses around. We are growing people. And we're just so honored and blessed to have each and every one of you on here with us tonight, listening to the replay, and know that our numbers and ranks are expanding. Like attracts like, and light attracts light. And our company and our product and our opportunity is all about light. Isn't that kind of amazing? I mean, it's just so beautiful. And Ryan went on to say, a couple of things. He said, don't talk, act. Don't say, show, and don't promise, prove. Actions speak louder than words. And, he is really grounded and solid in principle centered leadership. And as you all know, Robin cut her teeth with Stephen Covey and, in principle centered leadership. And Ryan and Robin breathed the same air on that. It was delightful listening to them interact, during dinner, because they breathe a lot of the same air in that regard.
Yeah. And he's what Meredith and Ryan both said, and they said, we're getting all these awards, but they're really for you, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And they just time and time and time again, praised all of us. And that was really beautiful. You want to talk about beyond success to significance?
Yes, I think that was a key point that they both made. That why don't you explain that, since it's on your mind? It's not with me
Well,
right now.
he said, what is real leadership? And, he says it's beyond success to significance. So, what is significance? And,
Mhm.
like Gregory said before, persistence will get it, consistency will keep it. But significance lies on the path of helping others to make this world a better place.
Mhm.
And wasn't that touched our hearts, truly? Yeah.
And that comes from the top down. So like attracts like, and that's David's vision and mission from the beginning, to enhance and extend, human life and all aspects of it, and he's attracting this wonderful executive team that, we're going to stand head and shoulders above. One of the things that I was delighted to hear from Ryan is David has pulled out the stops and he's hired the largest, most successful FDA, FTC legal firm in America to defend our ground and our right to talk about our ability to activate stem cells. So he's not giving up the fight. Quietly behind the scenes, David is spending the money where it needs to be spent, and he's so committed to who we are and what we do. So we're getting a little pressure, and that's normal. If and what was the other thing that Ryan said? It was funny. Oh yeah,
Oh,
he said,
the dog?
dogs don't bark at parked cars. Okay. So the dogs are barking at us, and we should just expect that, because we're making way here. So it was really wonderful sharings that we got from them.
So, do you want me to share about David's message?
I think so. Why don't you? Mhm.
Okay, so David, his favorite things are the convention and the elite leadership trip. And something came up where he was not able to be with us, and that made us very sad. But he made a really wonderful video as if he was with us. And David loves places like this. And, he's expanded our vision of what's possible in the world by taking us on trips like this. And I mean, I'm spoiled forever. But he said, what we're doing is we're offering hope and healing to other people. And he was talking about how excited he is about the 20th anniversary cruise in Greece. And there's going to be about 500 people there, which should be amazing. And he'll be doing a special talk there for anyone who's in attendance. They got one of the huge auditoriums during the day. So David is going to be, when we're out at sea one day, and this was the one that really got me. He said he plans to build LifeWave into the largest network marketing company in history. And take that one in for a minute. And he's going into new territory where network marketing has never been before. So, there's hundreds of billions of dollars in network marketing. And he said the future has never been brighter for LifeWave ever. And so, as you know, there we have our new office that opened. Well, part of the office that isn't done yet is the Welcome Center. The Welcome Center is going to be open in September and October. They're for, just a small group of people that they're flying in from all over for the ribbon cutting. And then after the convention is when it will be available for the masses to go visit. You cannot go there before the convention, so don't even think about it. It won't be available to you. But the Welcome Center is like stepping into the future, and that's what David wants us to feel. You always see Iron Man, and David's an inventor, and he's our superhero. And so we'll be able to walk into this futuristic Welcome Center, which will literally take us into the future with our technology. And we will get to see things that we've never seen before. And so it'll be an experience. And we will be going in September. So we'll let you know what we can share. But it's really about a vision for the future. And stepping into the future is what people will feel when they go to the Welcome Center. It'll be a high-tech tour of who we are. So, if you have people that are checking us out, if they went to that, I would be kind of game over, Um, so let's see. He said that this convention coming up in October from Thursday to Saturday is the biggest and most ambitious convention ever. And the Saturday night will be the grand finale. And what he's doing is he's building a future of prosperity. What touched me, and I think, well, what you're going to hear more from me is, we've been so product focused, which is the lifeblood of our business. And, people need hope right now financially. A lot of people, the prices of things have gone up. People can't afford to get houses. And, we're going to be talking more and more about the opportunity that people have with LifeWave because, I've never seen anything like it, to be with the fastest growing company that's still in hyper growth and will continue to be, and apparently this new technology, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. Oh, well, I'll just jump in right now. So the new technology that's going to be introduced in October, they didn't tell us what it was. Okay, so we can't tell you, but what we do know is that they've done several clinical trials. And this is quite unique. In a placebo-controlled study, about 40% have the placebo effect. Well, 100% of people got positive results, literally in seconds. He said it's kind of like 5 to 10 products all rolled into one. And it's going to be amazing. It might be as significant, if not more, than X39. So they didn't say that, but I've heard that. And I think we're in for quite a treat. So there's bioelectric changes in the blood and then the urine, and the effects are synergistic. So the clinical studies are continuing. They're on the 4th study right now. And Gregory, you talked about the FDA and FTC attorney. But bottom line, David, is, when we have our new nutritional product, which will be introduced in the US at the convention, we will be able to share about stem cells again. But the FTC and FDA attorneys are validating our research. And what was interesting, he said 1 out of 500 companies have clinical studies. No one has done studies like LifeWave. No one. And so, I mean, we are in a league of our own, and to feel very, very proud of that, that there's no one out there that is doing what we're doing. So we will be able to make stem cell claims when the supplement comes out. And, his vision is to make LifeWave the best MLM that has ever existed for the benefit of humanity and the planet. Because David, as some of you know, if you've been to any of the conventions several years ago, he kind of drew back the curtain and showed some of his other technologies like personal grow systems to grow your own food that will enhance the nutrient density and grow it faster, and ways to produce energy, and communication. So there's and cleaning up the ocean and turning garbage into free energy. David has all of these already done. It's just a matter of time when the timing is right for things to unfold. So we're not just talking patches. And he says we're now a technology company, so we're moving into some new realms, and it's very, very, very exciting. So let's see. Anything else you want to say, honey?
Well, there was just so much going on. We could go on and on here
I
for a
know.
while.
But I do want to say that one of the pieces of business that is going to affect all of us in a very positive way is starting in July, they're going to start communicating with us about an annual renewal fee. The $25 is no longer a one-time fee. It's going to be an annual renewal fee, which is a really, really good thing for many, many reasons. Because every time, the company changes policies here and there and procedures, and every time people have to recommit that they will follow those policies and procedures. And it also will clean up the database of people that are not active, and there will be roll up. So that'll be good for people. So it's to protect our company. So we'll have the right ratio of customers and brand partners. The PNPs are a 1-year agreement that does need to be renewed, and it will protect the brand partners and the company with the current policies. It also demonstrate to regulate we require adherence to best practices. So I talked about improving the ratio. It's going to also support effective marketing, because they're going to do, marketing and communication segmentation to the market. So if someone's a wholesale customer as a brand partner, they don't want to be getting marketing and communication for building a business. It's not a fit for them. So it's really going to be a wonderful thing. It's $25, and it will show up on your anniversary date. So if you join in July, you have to wait a whole nother year before you have to pay the $25 again. So and they'll be giving lots of communication. There will be 5 communications to each person a month before, the month leading up to when they need to renew. And so it's really, really a good thing. And not every country will have this, because different countries operate differently. But for us, it's going to be fabulous in the US. So I think that's all I had to share. What else do you have, honey?
Well, I just wanted to share one more thing about the trip, and it was kind of the crowning rose of the trip. Literally speaking, was the last evening, and you can see our picture there from this private island that we got shuttled off in a boat to this private island, serenaded with torches and fire dancers and food and the lighting. Robin has a background in photography. The lighting was off the charts, and this was just a coincidental picture of us that was taken, and it just we couldn't express our love and joy more. And you can see Robin with her crown of roses. Do you want to
Yeah.
talk about that last evening dinner together?
Oh my gosh. So there we are, sitting in a circle. All of the tables were in a circle with an open space, and the entertainment was in the middle. They had this massive buffet. They had wonderful hors d'oeuvres and drinks, and were right on the water. If I posted that picture of the sunset when Gregory said the lighting was amazing. Me and the 2 photographers, we were going gaga, because people love this picture of the 2 of us. Well, from a photographer's perspective, it's all about the light, and the light it was, it was sublime. It was magnificent. And I was just kind of oohing and eyeing. And, I had so much fun taking pictures, and Gregory got me a new phone before we left. So the pictures were even that much better. And then we got these little dry bags. So when we were snorkeling, we could have our phones underwater to take pictures. It was really fun. Um, but the evening was magical, as the light went down, and then, the meal happened, and then the entertainment started, and the fire dancing, and it's Polynesia. So it's very similar to Hawaii, the grass skirts and the hula kind of dancing, a little bit different, but similar. And the people were beautiful and warm and friendly. And It was just such a beautiful, beautiful time. And there was a great picture of Gregory and the goddesses. I hope you guys saw that in the newsletter or on the Facebook page. There he was with all the goddesses in our group, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Okay.
and and people have asked about when does the $25, it starts in September. So they're just going to start communicating in July, just kind of getting people warmed up to it because it is different. I was personally shocked that we didn't have that because I know how important it is for a company to bottom line clean their database, let alone all the other amazing and important benefits for compliance, because we need agreements from brand partners. There's a contractual agreement between the brand partner and the company to honor and respect the policies and procedures. So this is a wonderful way to do it, and it puts us in safe territory. I guess the bottom line for me, after talking with Ryan and Meredith at length, is what, David's vision is massive. And as we all know, to build anything large, you need a very, very solid foundation. So the company is going to be continually developing the infrastructure and the foundation. They got like one of the best IT guys out there, Meredith. It's like a coup. She was like ecstatic about this IT guy. And they multiplied their IT budget 15-fold. Stuff we don't think about, like security, about technology, that's a huge expense item. It is. And I encouraged her to actually share what's going on behind the scenes because we don't know unless we hear. And so people say, well, I want to open this country. I want to open that country. It ain't going to happen, guys. We need to get solid with where we are. We're in over 80 countries around the world already. We have an amazing business. So we need to get really good at what we're doing and develop things all over the world so that it runs really smoothly. And a lot of things were being done manually. Crazy. She was shocked. And now we've got things systematized and things are getting better and better and better. So just kind of notice that things are getting better. And we were thrilled right before we left. We heard that there's a new support person in the sales department. And for those of you that have ever called VIP with us, Jenna from VIP is now Garrett's assistant, Garrett and Geraldo, and that'll be make a huge difference for us getting a lot of things done because they haven't. Hannah's been gone for a while, and Garrett and Geraldo have been just crammed, and so and having someone from VIP that knows what's going on is going to make a great difference. Okay,
Mm.
that's enough, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. We've got a few other things we just wanted to touch on. We'll kind of blast through the rest of the newsletter. The $15,000 Live Younger Manager Director bonus payments are in process. If you are a manager maker or a director maker or a new manager or a new director, then registered in time, you should have received communication. You may have received payments because payments are going out. And so just beware that that's in process. Be looking for the emails and communications on that. LifeWave, big news in the newsletter today. Robin, you want to talk about this real briefly?
Sure. We have got some new swag to celebrate and honor our 20th anniversary. I didn't tell Gregory, but I ordered a water bottle today because
There it is. There it is.
he doesn't like water bottles with straws. I do. So
Yeah.
I ordered the Lifeway water bottle, but there's a
Okay.
few things available, and down the
You got
road
the
there'll
one
be
with the
more.
straw then.
No,
Okay.
I got the other one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. Yeah, I got the big one. But
Hmm.
anyway, and there's if you look on the phone cases, they have cases for everything. Samsung iPhones, we got a new iPhone 15 Pro Max or something. There's a case for it that says LifeWave. And so there's a lot, there's a few things, and this will continue to and be enhanced, but we have something to celebrate the 20 years. Okay.
And we even have a patch pouch. Woo-hoo! How about that?
It didn't look like it was insulated.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Okay, so that's merchandise. And we've already talked about new liveyoungertools.com to support people in your patching parties and in your day-to-day business and marketing activities. So we've touched on both of those things. The one thing, Robin, that you've talked a little bit about, maybe you want to touch about, the spotlight and the article and the Bravo Award.
Yes. So Meredith has traveled to Europe and she did a presentation in the US to receive the Bravo Growth Award from the Direct Selling News. And you can click there and get the link to it, but you can also go to directsellingnews.com and you can get it online and read. This is an industry magazine. It's a paper magazine. We actually get it because Gregory used to be in corporate. It's designed for corporate executives in network marketing. And we got the June copy and I printed out there. Gregory's trying to show it. There you go. There you go. That's what it looks like. The global celebration, the Bravo Award. So there's a several page article in there on LifeWave, and Meredith's there and Garrett's there. And it's very, very exciting. We are no longer a secret, you guys. We are not under the radar any longer. As Gregory said, Meredith called, the Direct Selling News calls us the darling of the industry. So that's available for everybody. Okay.
Okay. So moving on, I want to talk about two upcoming events in July, back to back, one weekend in Southern California, and then we pop over to the other side of the country, and one weekend in Orlando. Coming up July 13th, Corona, California, and we put a little map there to let you know this is kind of centrally located. It's right, a little bit to the west of the Inland Empire, which is Riverside, Fontana, San Bernardino, where I grew up, in that area, just south of the Ontario airport, just north of Orange County. And it's just a little bit east, excuse me, east of Los Angeles. So it's very centrally located. So I'm going to be joined there with Connie Lucas, Dr. Tom, Lavelle, and Mijay, and Cheryl Edmond, who's helped pull this all together. We have 250 seats. It's $5 for brand partners. Guests are free. And we really encourage all of you, no matter where you are in the country, to send your best Southern California prospects or any Southern California prospects or brand partners, customers to come spend the morning with us in Corona, California. It's going to be a spectacular event. So I really, and then we're going to do some community building. And we've arranged a local Mexican restaurant that's made a big portion of the restaurant available to us so we can have 100+ people joining us. Not everybody goes to the event, will go to lunch, but they're all welcome to. And so we're going to be gathering together. It'll be lunch on your own, but we're going to be building community and opportunity together.
And I do want to mention that Cheryl Edmond brought on a major influencer who did an interview with David on entrepreneurship. And once we get it edited, we will make it available to everyone because it's a different perspective to hear David not talk so much about science and products, but talk about building a business. And it's really, really well done. So we'll be getting that out to you very soon. Liz, God bless Liz. She's editing it for us, and we'll get it to you as soon as we have that done.
Now, neither of these events will be broadcast, but and Robin won't be joining me in Southern California, but I'm going to fly home. And a few days later, we're both going to jump on a plane because we're both flying to Orlando for the Orlando Cellular Activation Seminar. And there's a charge for that because a lot going in. It's a longer, more full event. And there's an after party in the evening with appetizers, cash bar, DJ, a band, and we're just, the company that plays together stays together. So we work hard and we play hard. So I really encourage everyone these are the next big events that are happening with the company, in addition to our regular weekly events. And we'll touch on them briefly as we always do. But these are in-person events. So I encourage you, stretch a little bit, see if we can get there. Maybe you can get there and be with us. So we look forward to seeing many of you there. The next vacation event in LifeWave is getting really good.
That's all we do, honey, is go on vacations. Oh, darn.
is in Punta Cana. That's Dominican Republic. We have 34 days to begin your senior senior director qualification. Some of you have already made that, some are on their way. And we have 69 days for the rest of us to earn enough punta points to get there. So I encourage everyone to be tracking your punta points. And Robin's tracking ours. She's regularly, because we have to earn our way there just like you do. Okay. So, and we're getting there. We're going to be there. And there's no limit to the number of people can be there. If 250, 450 people earn 500, whatever it is, whoever qualifies gets to go. It's a very accessible trip for people that really want to, take advantage of an expense paid vacation on LifeWave and then build community while we're doing it.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just fun.
Go ahead.
Well, no, go on. I'll skip that. Continue on.
So I think there was a question about when you'll be able to register for virtual attendance. They're not going to open up virtual attendance on the annual convention until the physical tickets are sold out. There will be virtual attendance available, and it'll be virtually unlimited. There's no limit to the number of people who can attend virtually. But, the physical attendance is going to cap out around 6,000 people.
Actually, a little bit less.
A little bit less than 6,000. So
and I know those of you that know the property, the hotel, the Anatole, and have already anticipated some of the potential challenges. Well, Dee Dee from our events department, who was with us in Bora Bora, she came home from Bora Bora and she was turning around to go to Dallas to do a site visit and working with Josh. And the challenges that they know ahead of time, they're going to be handled. So we'll all be well cared for there, just so you know.
Okay, good. Okay, so that's it for events. And week at a glance, every Tuesday night, we're now doing the Power of the Patch Showcase. And tomorrow night, we're going to have Michelle Niels is going to be interviewing and helping to host Dr. Barbara Jennings. So please join us tomorrow evening. These Tuesday night calls are for you and your guests. Okay, this is a recruiting event. We're going to be talking about the products. We're also going to be talking on how to get started as a customer or as a brand partner. So we're going to share those options and opportunities at the end. So our Thursday business training, they're getting better and better all the time. So please join us when and if you can on the replay or live for all of these. And God bless. Thank you, Connie Lucas, and your emerging leadership team for hosting the Sunday afternoon Doc Talk, which is changing people's lives. We have so many wonderful health practitioners on there on a regular basis, addressing people's symptoms of aging, no diseases, but a lot of people have a lot of symptoms. And we're talking, we're helping people address those symptoms. And that pretty much is our week at a glance. Any final thoughts? Let's see, what else did we need to talk about? I think that pretty much brings a wrap to what we had on our agenda, Robin. Anything else you want to close out with?
I'm looking at the questions. Okay. As far as, I think we answered them. And we do know that most of our resources have been taken out of the app for compliance, and they assured us that there's new videos coming really soon. So probably by convention or a little bit before, we'll have a lot more resources. So continue to use liveyounger.com for your prospects. And there are some things still available in the app, so do use the app, but just know that someone said they can't add contacts from iMessages. That's something you'll have to deal with customer service with the app company, as that's not anything we can help with. But let's see if there's any other final comments that we need to address here. Okay. Yeah, the Ontario airport is closer than LAX. Oh my gosh. We went to the international
A lot
terminal.
easier to get in and out of.
Oh yeah, it's a lot easier. A lot easier. We went to the international terminal in LAX. Oh my gosh. It was literally a mile walk. A mile. It's underneath the runways. It was crazy. Yeah. Crazy.
Definitely want to fly into either John Wayne in Orange County or Ontario. And I do recommend Ontario. It's a lot more accessible and a lot more flights in and out of Ontario than you'll find in John Wayne.
Yeah. And Christina asks, can we move people from retail to PC or PC Plus to get Punta points? Absolutely.
Mhm.
You don't get retail, you don't get points for retail, but you do get points for PC. And remember, this is an IT glitch, and I brought it to Ryan's attention. He wasn't happy. Um, we have an extra boost here because the points are not differential, they're cumulative. So if you get a PC and you get one, they become a silver, you get one more, they become gold, you get two more. Diamond, you get, four more. You can actually get 8 points from one person. And so there's ways, and if you need help strategizing, reach out to your upline and they will help you, because make the decision to get there, know what it's going to take, know how many points you need and what you need. What are you showing, honey?
I want to show in the app in the top line, the third one over, this is an absolutely stellar video. So if you're going to use the app, this is a great video to share. It touches on the products and the opportunity. And you're going to watch us become more focused on sharing the opportunity, because more and more people are looking for an opportunity attached to a product. We've been very product focused, and I think we're going to expand our focus to and be more outspoken about the opportunity. And this is a great video. It's called Lifeway Business Opportunity. Take a look at it. And one of the things about the app, it's a great video library. You can go to any of these and just watch them. So check out what's there. Find what suits you and what suits the person you're sending it to.
Well, and honey, CL wants to know, is there a recommended hotel for the event in Corona?
We'll find one for that.
Okay.
Yes.
And we'll let you know.
We'll get some
Okay.
information, on that.
Okay.
And I said what the video is called. It's called Lifeway Business Opportunity. It's when you open the app, it's in the top row and it's the third one over.
Great. Great.
Yep.
Okay. My crown. This was actually made for me when we went snorkeling. Let's see. Was it when we went snorkeling? Um,
Yes. Mhm.
yeah, we went snorkeling. They took us out for lunch on the beach. Our feet were in the water with the picnic
Picnic
tables
tables were
in
all
this.
in the water, so we're
They
all
were in the water, and our plates were made of leaves. Everything was biodegradable. And the rays were running, were just swimming by our legs, going back and forth. And this is when I got gifted this one. The gorgeous flowers were our final night. Yeah.
yeah. And sadly, when we were departing the plane in Los Angeles, and Robin was wearing her crown of roses, they said, "I'm sorry to say, but you can't take that off the plane." So, you know.
Darn. Darn. Yeah.
Anyway, well, we love and missed all of you, but we were there representing all of you, and because of all of you, we were there, and we're just looking for years and years of wonderful opportunities and events that we're going to walk the beaches of the world together.
And
So
change
thanks,
a lot of
everybody.
lives and give a lot of people hope.
Yeah,
That's really the business we're in, is giving people hope that the future could be brighter in their health and in their wealth. So
yeah.
thank you, everyone. It is because of you that we get to do these things, because it's your efforts. It's your effort, and we are so grateful. Thank you.
So good night,
Okay.
everyone. See you
Mwah.
tomorrow night.
Bye.
Bye bye.